I got these shitty headphones.
Live from the apocalypse, fast rapping to impress people with beautiful eyes. This is State of the Game. Man,
What'd you say?
that's what we got to do. We got to do a show that's just like a therapy session where we talk about when we were first disappointed by fast rapping. The first
Oh,
time you paid attention and we're like, oh shit, this is just hibbity dibbity ass bullshit.
yeah, that's actually
Ah,
a good point, man.
yeah. I don't know if I can remember the first moment. There's been so many moments.
There's been a lot since, yeah.
I've got stories for that. Um, yeah. Oof. But yes, I am Dano. I have been outside of rap shows as fans calmly try and talk a rapper out of fast rapping. Say, you're great.
Yeah.
You're talented. No one knows what you're saying. Please slow down. And that rapper said, how dare you?
Really?
Yeah.
How dare
How
you?
dare you? This is a noble industry. Hibbity dibbity to you, sir. So, uh, but I am joined here every week by the third best art thief in the world, K Diggy. Thank you for being here. Uh,
Yeah,
moving up, top five.
yep, top
Uh,
five.
Background, Keith. I like that background, Keith.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The
Got some fucking Monet.
I
Nah,
no, I
nah.
went to Italy. It's I don't know. It's some Italian photo.
yeah, man,
Very
he
nice.
doesn't even
Very
know.
nice.
He's all over the world. Um, all over the world with your girl, K Diggy. So, um, we're here today to celebrate. And this is a project that was announced that felt like a dessert made for me. You know, I was like, okay, these are two of my favorite things. They put them together. That's a good idea. And then I heard it, and it was somehow the best of each people's work. And I was like, fuck. Now I got to talk
Mm,
to him. So this is fantastic. I really admire both of these artists and how they work. We've talked to Jesse the Tree before, my favorite New England rapper, um, and this is Garden Dance, the development on the boards for you that we will discuss. Thank you for being here.
absolutely.
Ooh,
Happy to be here.
yeah.
Excited to watch UConn and Duke later.
Whew. And the all tool player, I made my own merch. Ratman Gavin, thank you for being here.
What's up? Happy to be here.
Ooh,
Thank you for having me.
yeah, that's awesome. So there was a show. I don't think we told you about this, Gavin, but like there was a strange famous show. Um, and I brought my son and my family, and we were hanging out. And there was a point where me and Jesse kind of squirreled away in a corner and hushedly talked about you and how great you are. Um,
That's nice.
I remember that, yeah, in Portland.
I do this at rap shows. I definitely, snuggle up to folks and just kind of like, good things, yeah, good things, so, and we were talking about like, how do we get people to understand how dope Gavin is? Um, and so this album felt like it made sense, when I heard it was announced. Where I was like, oh, okay, this is good. Jesse, what did you want to bring to Gavin from the production side? What did you want to do and showcase?
It's a great question. I was less worried about what I knew Gavin would be open to what I was gonna send him because I was like, I want to do some beats. I want to make some shit that I think is really cool. And like some of it's a little weird, some of it's a little fast, some of it's a little slow. Um, but I just knew he was gonna fucking lace the whole thing. And it was as soon as I was getting a couple back, it was more intuitive. Like I know he's gonna do what he's gonna kill it in the way that he does on these particular beats that's gonna really bring them to life. Um, I just trusted him completely. And I was like, I was in a groove when I was making those. I go through fucking like manic benders of making beats where I'll make like 100 and then not make any for 5 years. But I was in a real sweet spot and I was just like excited to get these to him because I think we share that kind of excitement of like, we got something cooking here now. So it was like a great slow burn the whole time making it, but I knew he'd be open to whatever I sent.
What, Gavin, was there? So it sounds like there was a song that sparked like this going to another level of seriousness.
I think like one of the first songs we made was Mapung Gugwe, which was I think the beat was Savage Planet or something.
Hmm.
But like at that time we he had already sent like quite a few beats and I was working on like 2 or 3 songs and then kind of just happened like that slowly over time with like a couple songs here and there and then like I'd go quiet for a bit because
Yeah.
that's just how my process is and I'm all over the place and then eventually I get back to it and then a couple more songs get together and then eventually I get to a point where I kind of have a clearer idea of what I'm doing like
Mm.
thematically kind of in a way and it becomes a little bit easier and then once it because like yeah I wasn't sure when I'm gonna be like okay this album is done and then eventually it kind of just got to a point where I was listening to all the tracks together and I was like okay this feels good it feels complete it
Mm.
feels like I got across what I wanted to get across
Mm.
and with like Jesse's beats like I feel like Jesse understands the best parts of my skill set and so when he sends me beats for me it's like it's really it's easy to rap over and it's also like not easy which is exciting it's like there's like parts of the beat where I can get like really weird with it and completely switch up my flow and like try and get a little more like esoteric with it and I enjoy it I enjoy that a lot like I enjoy expressing like as much as I can of myself in a song sometimes.
Yeah,
And those beats make it easy.
yeah. Okay, if somebody asked me what Garden Dance was about, I would have two answers, right?
Okay.
The first one would be like a textural answer, right? And that would be this is the Pockets album. Your favorite rapper probably has one of three pockets that they do. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
this album, there's so many pockets. There's so many
Mm.
different flows.
Mhm.
Like you can't the on the from the first song, Charlotte's Web, that's totally different than Feels Like. That's totally different from, Ritual of Art. Like the speed, the pacing, the tempo, the pockets switch so often throughout this album, but not in a let me show you my flows way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
it's not
Yeah.
that.
It's
Uh,
natural.
it's natural and it's part of a conversation that gets frantic and cools down. You know, uh, yeah, the way the brain does.
Mm.
So that would be the kind of first answer there. Did you detect that, Kay, while you were listening to it?
Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of versatility both in production and flows. Like uh, you don't know what quite to expect next on some of the songs. Like there are a lot of surprises, I would say, in terms of both flow and then the production as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The production thing, and I want to say, I really do believe this is the best production Jesse's had. uh, Provide the best production I've heard because there's I think I told you this before, Jesse, that like your like when I dug into your back catalog, it was very much the slow, somber, serious New England underground sound, you know,
Hmm.
to go alliterative for a bit.
Yeah.
Uh, but like that's uh, so you are very comfortable on slower beats in
Mm.
ways other people aren't because that's you're from that shit. Like this is not a big deal.
Mm.
Um, it's almost like how the cool kids are always making lead singles.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Every
Yeah,
song on a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Cool Kids album's like, damn, they should shoot a video for this. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
'cause that's where they're from. They're from that mixtape world, but that's what they do. You, the opposite with the slow stuff, but this time it's sped up and jaunty and off kilter.
Hmm.
So
Jaunty's a
it's
good
like
word, yeah.
the way I would
Mm.
compare it, it's like that Street Fighter character you do not want to fight. You don't want
Mm.
to fight as, and you don't want to fight them, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're just like that's they got their own rhythm, they got their own speed. I don't even know what's going on
Yeah.
with that, but I respect it. You know, like it
Perfect.
moves different. Uh,
Mm. Hmm. So it's like a bit unpredictable, but makes sense.
mm. If I was smarter, I could articulate it in music terms, but
That that
Hayes,
that's why I come on here is because I love your analogies. They're fantastic.
So let me ask, when did you guys start working on this project?
Ooh,
Oh man, I don't even remember. More
it's
than a
been a
couple of
long
years
time.
ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while. Yeah,
Okay.
because it's been like the gaps between me like actually getting writing done can be long.
Yeah.
So
Likewise
like I'll
too.
get a
Yeah.
few songs done, and then for a while I'll be quiet or I'll be working on a completely different project, or yeah, just like
Hmm.
struggling because it's like, especially with Jesse's beats, like my process with these beats is very much like I'm trying to like let it tell me what to do. So I'll just play the beat and like try and be the vessel and like
mhm,
see where
Mm.
it takes me, and like I kind of see the whole project as like this like kind of tapping into, which is it's like that with a lot of my music, but like this kind of like tapping into this like the unconscious and this kind of like psychedelic dreamlike
Mm.
experience that's like can be very personal to me, but it can also be very like it can be a lot broader as well. And
mhm,
it's like kind of this collection of like images and memories and things
Mm.
that attach together. And yeah, so with these beats, I was very much trying to like not overthink every song going into it. I
mhm.
was kind of like waiting for something deeper to tell me where to go with it. And I just, so like, there's maybe like one or two songs where I started writing with like a clearer intention of what I wanted the song to be about. But a lot of the songs I figured out as I got into the writing, as I got into the first verse, and yeah.
Mm.
And that's probably why I love this writing so much.
Mhm.
Um, and and there's like and I you we got to talk about how you work at some point, Gavin.
Yeah,
'Cause
for sure.
I love I love the pacing with which you work. You are always releasing something, but you're never
Mm.
releasing stuff at a point where I'm like, I can't even catch up. Damn it, Gavin.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not a problem. But I'm never
Yeah,
like,
man. I
I'm
think
never
that's
like,
just because I can't work fast enough.
well, but I'm never like, where I haven't heard Gavin in a while. Like I've never, like
Yeah, yeah,
it's a
sure.
balance, and I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel the same with Gavin saying like he's getting the beats and feeling like they're a vessel and he's gonna speak to what they're saying. That I feel the opposite or the same, but from my own perspective, where I was like, here's these, like, I know you're going to bring them to life, like
Mm.
these sound a certain way, and I know you're going to figure out the mood of them. I think Gavin does such a good job of figuring out the emotionality in the beats, and he's such a great emotional writer. But I feel so, I think you said this, Dan, or I was trying to remember it, but it's like there's something about the way Gavin raps that there's this sense of urgency, but it's calm as well. And it's like really to me it evokes a lot of emotion. I remember first listening to this in full, and I was emotional. I was just like, damn, like it just felt like a feat, like he conquered something, and it was so sincere. And I'm a big fan, obviously, of this psychedelic dreamscape narrative. Talking about what's going on in your brain. It always feels like a little bit manic, you know what I mean? But like a controlled mania.
Mm.
True.
And that's just like the coolest shit in the world to me, because that's what I feel so often too. And it's like Gavin's able to get it under reins while he's rapping, but it feels like anything could just explode at any moment. But he's got this calm as he's going through this kind of, it's so cool. I just deeply enjoy listening to Gavin rap.
So Jesse, that kind of ties into what I wanted to ask you. Now, when you were first starting the project and you were starting to send him over beats, what was there a specific intention in the beats that you were sending him over? Like what were you sending him over at the beginning?
I think it was kind of similar throughout. Like we had made a shorter EP together
Mm.
years ago too. And I feel like there were some similarities. I feel like I was like, I need
For
to
sure.
get him better. I want better. I want a better beats for him, because he deserves, something really fucking cool to rap over. But I think where we, kind of telepathically communicate throughout this, it's like a ongoing, discussion that we're having. And we're similar to, like, I'll be off the map for a couple months and I'll be like, hey, what's going on? Did you get those? What do you think? Um, but I wanted something dark, psychedelic, a little unpredictable, a little difficult, um, something that like was gonna pull out from Gavin everything that I knew he was more than capable of, so nothing too boring, stuff with a little bit of pizzazz, but also a little weird, um, a little unconventional, but also still fucking hip hop.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Um, and yeah, it was, I don't know. I got so many rants in my head. I'll start with what I think, what I think the garden dance means. Like if for me as a listener, um, and I think there's and you know this. I think we've talked about this, Jesse, where like there's times in New England where if shit gets too crazy in your life, you can walk out in the middle of a fucking field and
Mm,
listen to fucking animals and shit and
yeah,
be peaceful. And
yeah,
that's such an advantage. Like
hmm
you find yourself reconnected to real life.
mm,
Mm.
Civilization is not real life.
yeah.
It is like one of those weird, I pulled you in a dream and I can kill you here. Like that's civilization. Um and
That's very true.
so garden dance feels like getting reconnected to yourself and your actual reality through
Mm,
that piece. Like when you walk into a
perfect.
garden, it changes your mood. It changes,
Hmm
it clears your mind a little bit, you
Yeah.
know? Um, and so that's the meaning, and I think progressively how it affects the writing. So some writers write knowing they have to progress the plot, right?
Mm,
And so
hmm
they know the plot has to move forward. So you can always kind of feel them, reshaping and moving it, right? Like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the reason Kerouac was my hero as a kid was because he was like, nah, man, I'm doing 2 pages on how it feels for her to stroke my chest hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm fucking gonna do
Exactly.
it. You know,
Yeah.
might like you,
As you
might not,
should. As you should.
but like,
Yeah.
I'm t- I'm gonna find the poetry in this moment. I'm gonna stay here,
Hmm
and we're gonna get to where we're gonna get to, but I'm staying here,
Mm,
and um, and that's how you blow ghosts out of your raggedy mouth. You know what I mean? That's how you
hmm
get to, like
For
you have
sure.
to sit there and be with it. you know.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You said ghost out of your raggedy mouth?
Lavender Town, baby.
It's a
Oh,
lot.
that's
Lavender Town.
cool.
It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think you captured that pretty perfectly.
Hmm.
Yeah, just in general, like I think you really got the essence of what the album is trying to do, whether consciously or unconsciously. I think that's a pretty good summary.
Yeah, absolutely. Consciously or unconsciously is the best way to describe that. It's like it was going
Yeah.
to happen one way or another. It was almost
Yeah,
like
for
there
sure.
was some fate to it, you know.
Hmm.
And we didn't even. I was like, oh, Garden Dance, perfect. Like there
Yeah,
wasn't any
yeah.
like big
That
discussion
was
of.
like that was the name of the beat, and when I was one of the beats, and when I was trying to think of the final album name, it just felt like it captured it
Mm.
more
Mm,
better than anything I could think of. So I just
absolutely.
I went with that, and yeah, I think it's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right, Dan, of just like that. That's how it sounds to me too, is this like quick dip outside of fucked up, cruel, nasty, disgusting,
Mm.
violent world. Okay, let me just like dance in the garden. Or if it's not even a physical thing, it's just something you feel of like, okay, I'm away from all that for a little bit and maybe everything's okay. So let's stay here for a little bit. Let's stay in this moment, however small it is, and expand upon it. Because maybe there is a whole world just right here, you know.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so, and that's, yeah, it's special because you like, Gavin is a very smart person. Like, you can just tell from listening to it. Like, there's
Mm,
a lot of things in there where you're like, damn, this person is vested in the workings of the world, right? And so, like, that's
mm.
going to come out. But, like, at the same time, he's also going to give you a verse where he sounds as sad as somebody who walked around with their fly down all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um, and like
absolutely.
that's
For
Like
gonna
that
sure.
have,
heavy sad. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah, definitely.
It's
it's
it's like that like sludgy sad
mm,
sometimes where it's uncomfortable, but like what a great way to describe that kind of sadness.
Hmm.
yeah, the weight.
That it's
There's
uncomfortable.
yeah.
It can feel gross to be that sad.
And interestingly enough, because they're so like it's such a three-dimensional experience, Gavin's like, there's the weight again.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
understands it and checks in and talks to it and like oh wow this is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like when you watch like a television show, like I'm thinking, I don't know if you guys have watched any like what was it called? The shit with Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
the rehearsal, is it the curse? The
No.
curse.
Curse, the curse. Yes.
Curse.
I
Where
haven't seen
like,
it.
oh, it's
Oh,
fucking
great show.
brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah.
It's like a little Twin Peaky. It's just so absurd
mm,
and like disgusting. But you'll watch it with people and they'll be like, ah, like so many of my friends, like I put it on for 10 minutes and I loathed it. It was fucking awful.
right, right.
It made me feel sick. And I was watching it and just being like, this is gorgeous. This is so perfect. Like how
Yeah.
everything is just ugh. Like, because that is what being alive is, but it's still like
Yeah,
that's what makes you feel alive is how dense. It's like a dew on you at all times, and I think Gavin does that with his art where it's like you gotta buy the ticket and go, like get on the fucking bus, like the Kerouac would say.
Right.
Um, yeah, I think it's Gavin is so much more multi-dimensional than I think people are starting to get it now.
Yeah.
Um, but his skill level and his style of writing is so prosy, and that just like really, as soon as I heard him, I was like, oh man, this kid this kid could do a lot of shit. To have that
Right.
level of prose and sincerity and observation, but also be really good at rapping. It's like,
Right. The
whoa,
mechanics are
the
are top
mechanics
notch as well. So yeah.
to have both is like it's like you've created a monster,
Yeah.
Um, so it's so cool. Like I just love when people are so great with the techniques and also can talk about something really important and
And
it's fun.
because he's put in all those years of like technical work, um, and like there's a point where you feel like I don't know why I keep thinking about Lavender Town, but like the it feels like he gave the first line permission to write the second line, and then the second line to write the
Mm,
third line.
Hmm.
Feels like
Yeah,
he
sure.
just let
hell
it
yeah.
go, and
Yeah.
I would never tell a young writer to do that. Like, because
Yeah.
by the end of the first verse, you're saying random shit, right? Like,
Mm,
but if you've put in the work over the years to technically master your shit, you can let loose like that. You can't just open the gate and
yeah. And that's
trust.
the best feeling.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's like
So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
how did that
that's
was that
Nirvana.
describing the writing process? Did that make sense, Gavin? Is that or I don't know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think I'm like once you kind of get to a point, I feel like I got to a point eventually because I've been rapping for a long time. I've been writing for a long time, and I mean over time when you do it a lot, you naturally just gonna like the technical part of it and the mechanics shit is just gonna start to get easier, I guess.
Mhm.
And once that kind of felt like less of an obstacle, I think the thing I really wanted to be in my music is like sincere. And because like rap is like the easiest medium for me to use to be as sincere as and as vulnerable as possible. And so it's like I mean I don't I think it's super cliche if to say like okay maybe it's like therapeutic to me, but it obviously is. And it's like
Mm. Can't
it's
deny
like
it,
a
right?
it's like a two-way thing.
Mhm.
I'm not necessarily trying to get a specific message out to the world. I'm just trying to express uh the emotions that I go through and the pictures that I see
Mm,
as sincerely as I possibly can. And rap is not just the easiest way for me to do that. It's also the funnest. It's like a really fun, enjoyable medium. Like, I mean, I feel like any rapper will know, like when you record like a song where you like really went off and you maybe forget about it and you listen to it like a year later, there'll be times where you'll be like, "Oh shit, how did I write that?" You know, like it won't be like clear to me like how I
Mhm.
came up with that at the
mm,
time. And I enjoy like just letting a beat take me down a road where at the end when I'm done with the song, I'm not even sure how I got from this point A to point to wherever this end point is. But if it feels right to me, then it's good enough for me. I think it's always about feeling for me. I never really feel like I'm trying to tell a specific story
Mhm.
or like do like I'm not like a linear storyteller, if I'll put it like that.
Mhm.
mm,
Like and I enjoy the fact that rap allows me to not be a linear storyteller.
mm. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Great way to
Yeah.
describe that.
Yeah. No, when you get to the place where you can trust your writing like that and experiment with your writing like that, um, the weird thing that'll happen is when you're listening to it in your editing mode with your editing hat on, you'll be like,
Hmm.
God damn, I didn't even know that about me. Like, or I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that moment like that. You know, like you will have spoken yourself some shit that's beyond what you knew about you.
Hmm.
Mm.
And you'll be like, fuck. You know, like
That's
I've
so cool. Such a cool feeling.
but it
Yeah.
sounds you kind of sound like an asshole describing it to other people. Like, I taught me stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I
But I
love
really
going
have
back
taught
and
me stuff. Like there's not a lot. Like
yeah.
it's
I
Well,
it's
mean,
it's all work too. Like it's not.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I like that Gavin pointed out. Like yes, this is therapeutic, and I also feel cliche being like this is that, but it's clearly is. But it's also fun. Like
Mm,
even when, you know, like I think Gavin and I are similar in a lot of ways with our content
Mhm.
of what we're writing about, and you know, we can both have fun. There's verses I write that I feel like this is just pure joy. But even writing like the heavy shit, the darker shit is still fun. It's not easy, but it's fun, and it's like that's what I'm saying. When I first put this on in full, I was just giddy. You know, even the shit that was not supposed to be joyful sounding, it still was joyful. Doesn't have to be joyful sounding to be a joyful experience.
Hmm.
Uh, like fucking Fauna song is just crazy. I've never
crazy.
like I'm like how that like that's what I'm saying. Like I made the beat, I gave him these beats, but I was like for you to attack Fauna song like that, like with the double time
Hmm.
trippy fucking panning hook that like people would dream of writing, you know.
Right, right.
It's just cool. It's we're very lucky to be able to do something like this kind of art because it's such a
Hmm.
human experience and it's like at least for me and I'm sure Gavin feels the same way like everything I'm going through in life, I'm like I can kind of make sense of this when I rap. You know,
Mm.
this is my best chance to do so. Everything I'm seeing and feeling, good and bad, like I'm gonna get a chance this week to get that down, and I can't wait. It's you know, it's like this ever flowing journal.
But yeah, it's a
Yeah,
chance to
for
stand
sure.
outside yourself and talk about what you've lived means, which is
What's
kind of an
what's
incredible experience.
oh
Right?
yeah, yeah, so
Yeah.
cool. And then you move through life with that perspective, which I
Mm.
think is such a bonding thing between MCs who feel similarly. It's like
Right.
when I go to work and I go on my break at work to go get a sandwich and it's raining and this thing is on my mind or I got to do this later or I'm tired and like everything to me is rap, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
like it's like
Like rap basically forces you to be like more aware of different moments
mhm, mhm,
happening as they're happening, which is
mhm,
like that's like the goal of like every like self-help or philosophical thing is like, okay, you got to be
Mm.
as present as you can. And when you're writing and you even if you kind of get there artificially, like eventually you're starting to look around and be there instead of somewhere else, because you're realizing, hey, this is like it's like material for me, like everything,
mhm,
like whether you read a book or take a walk or watch a movie or get in a fight or have a
mhm.
bad day. It's like,
Hell yeah. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I know I'm talking a lot. I just had
Well,
some
good.
caffeine, so um I started to real like I feel like you find you meet somebody in life that breaks shit open for you, right? And when I was, you know, hanging out with Henri Osborne, we were making some music together, hanging out for a week. And just like seeing his process naturally, it's the human process of him writing. And he'd record something, and I'd be like, oh shit, like I was, he's walking around and taking everything. Like if it was a color or a person he saw, I was like, oh yeah, we saw that 2 days ago. I would have never known. But this observational
uh,
writing,
awesome.
Right.
he's taking note of things, and it could be something I never would have seen. Like he's such
Mhm.
his imagery is so fucking unbelievable. But it's so like that's what he's doing. It's like how cool is that that this person is on this constant study of his
Yeah,
surroundings
yeah,
and
that's awesome.
picking pieces of it and putting it into this verse is so cool rather than like what do I say next? It's like I
Yeah.
have all of it. I've got it all. I just got to go back and remember now
Hmm.
and interpret it.
Yeah. I mean, so
Yeah.
and to connect that to what Gavin was saying about philosophy, would like the big danger in philosophy is that we get so good with our tools of of digging into ideas that were no longer connected to the reality on the ground,
Mm,
to the material
yeah.
Mhm.
reality, right? We're
Mhm.
floating. We're floating with our skill set, right?
Yeah.
And that can definitely happen if you're rapping about rapping. You can be floating. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? You can be trying to manifest an environment that isn't real by digging into things you want to say, right?
Sure. Yeah.
But if you can connect the skill set to your day and process your day in life with those skills, you're getting the best of both worlds. You're materially grounded and your analysis is on point.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And that's my favorite kind of rap to listen to. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a lot of our
Same.
peers are writing. I don't know if it's, I mean, maybe it's always been this way, but maybe it's this a sign of the times and how fucking crazy everything is. But I feel like so many of the people we rap with at this current
Mhm.
era, time, whatever it may be, are just I'm just kind of like always impressed, like getting to rap with
Yeah.
Andrew all the time is Andrew's an unbelievable observational writer
Yeah.
too. Like I'm just always whenever he sends something I'm like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
Like and feel this pressure like a sting in my chest. I'm like, God damn, Andrew just said it perfectly. Now
Mhm.
how do I compliment that? I can't. I have to do something just as good as that to be able to make a full song.
Right. And if you're properly calibrated, your reaction is going to be, how do I find my perfect, you
Mm.
know,
In relation to
resonating
that.
to,
Hmm.
part of that. Like, whereas, not how do I imitate that, but like, how do I go within me and come out with something that's as radiant as that from my perspective.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, yeah.
And
It's,
there's just so much like inspiration to take from anywhere you look. Like there's so many like underseen like good artists that are just like doing shit in a way where they are approaching the music and being very intentional about stretching boundaries and trying new things and people who like really get like capture like everyday moments in ways that I don't know. Sometimes you just like hear someone say something that can like sound not like kind of simple, but it just hits in this way where you're like, damn, like how is that like? It's just like a
Hmm.
perfect way to like sum up this thing I've been thinking of that I haven't been able
yeah.
to express, and it's like there's so much to appreciate from so many different angles that it's
Absolutely. It's
yeah,
beautiful.
it's hard to not take at least a little bit of inspiration just from like your peers.
Absolutely.
Sure, and that's another great part of it. If you let that be a good thing and not a jealous thing, which is in its own
Mhm.
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
But we have Kay. I dropped a screenshot of us talking into the RMPP Discord to let them be excited. Um,
Uh-huh.
and in response, Cozy, friend of the show, what's up with the minutes, said you got to ask Gavin if you remember that he has an EP called Garden of Now, and what's his fucking obsession with gardens all about.
To be honest with you, I actually only remembered after I already decided on the album name. But then to me, it was like, oh well, fuck it. Maybe the next one will be Garden something else.
I didn't even I totally forgot that too. That's so funny.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
No,
I
yeah,
thought it was funny when I remembered, but
that's
it
great.
works. It still works.
Yeah, no, there's lots of garden based poets who write about gardening all the time. Uh, Ada Limon is so good at writing about gardening. Um, but like, yeah, there's lots of when you garden. If you actually garden, it's what you do. So shout out to people who garden.
Yeah. And
Um,
it's work. It's similar to rap and I mean everything's fucking similar, but like
yeah,
Yeah.
gardening, farming, the labor that behind that it's very hard and you're coming out with this. You might fucking break your back to make it like a
yeah,
beautiful fucking flower bed.
Oh yeah.
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 It's like stupidly symbolic. It's like that's too on the nose, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like, and I have friends who are gardeners where I'm like, I don't have the battery for it, dude. I don't have
Mm,
that. It doesn't burn for me, and if it doesn't burn for me, I can't
mm-hmm,
pretend. You know what I mean? Like this is,
mm-hmm,
I got to put myself where I put myself, where my energy is. So, man, so was there any? So you guys have been working on this for years, which is interesting.
mm,
Was there a
Hmm.
point at the process? Because I am making an album with Slumber Logic, like a spoken wordy thing.
Fire. Shout
oh,
out
hell yeah.
Slumber Logic.
Love him.
Who's another artist, by the way, that I get a lot of inspiration from.
Incredible,
Likewise.
incredible, such an incredible person, with great, I got great stories. But like
Great dude too.
great dude.
I was so happy I got to meet him in person. That was just a blast.
But we were working together, and then there were these points with the project where it kind of raised up levels of importance of like, oh shit, like this was just going to be some thing for us, and now we're like, oh, we got to dress this thing up because it might be in some good rooms, like
Mm, mm-hmm,
we just like it
Hmm.
was, things shifted, and we were like, we're going to go back and hit it even harder, tighten it up. Did you have points like that where you're like, if this song's going to be on it, we got to take this to another level of seriousness with how we're doing it?
Uh, I
Uh,
I think we went into it with that. Like we knew
yeah, yeah,
I was like I want to make like a real full album with you. I want to do that.
Mhm.
Um, and I think we both kind of just trusted that process. You know, like life happens. You know, there was times where I was like, oh, I don't know, like maybe this won't fully come to be, but I always trusted that it would. But I think the both of us had high expectations from the gate in a good way. I
hmm
was like, there's a lot of good pressure with this album, and I was like, that I didn't feel like there was any rush at all. Like I think if we did rush it, maybe we wouldn't have felt so great about it, but how long
yeah.
it took just made sense. The timeline ended up making perfect sense.
Yeah,
Can I,
for sure. And I think we kind of both just let each other because Jesse would just send me beats. So I kind of always had like beats to work with, and whatever the beats he sends for like basically 100% of the time I'm loving the beat. So I want to work with it, and I want to work with it as it's sent. Like I don't like asking for changes. I want to like execute this in a way as the beat is sent, and just make it work because it's interesting and it's challenging. And then I would take like time to send verses, but I don't think either of us at any point put any pressure on when it needs to get done. We just
Mm,
kind of felt like this will kind of organically finish when it needs to be finished. And that's kind of how it played out. Yeah.
yeah,
so
that was half the fun of it was
Yeah.
I was like, you let me know when you think it's ready because I know that you will know. So
Right.
so can I ask, what was the earliest song that you completed and the last song that you completed?
Oh,
Uh,
dates.
the earliest I think was Mapungubwe. Um,
hmm
the
latest,
last one might have been Feels Like.
yes, yeah, correct. Which was crazy because I mean, as soon as I heard the first things coming back, I was like, this is gonna be fucking crazy. This is gonna be just as crazy as I hoped and even better. Um, but yeah, like feels like I was just like, this is something. I was like, I was just so excited that everything I was sending Gavin was like, yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, you're hearing this, right? Like this is
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
Um, but it did make me feel so free producing because I want to lean into the psychedelic with my production.
Hmm.
So I didn't have any restrictions with what I was making at all. I didn't have to be like, this has to be, let me try to do this. I was just like, ooh, I'm excited. This is something Gavin would like. Um,
And it kind of gives me the freedom to get to like go a whole lot of angles with the flow and the styles and
Mm.
That's why it like feels like sounds nothing like the Fauna song or like it's
Right.
yeah.
But it does have a united kind of lazy jaunt to it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Mm.
Like
For
the
sure.
like a walking bass jazz kind of jaunt.
Mm.
Uh, which is dope. Like and it's not at my when I first pressed play, I was like, "Oh shit, is this Larry June Gavin? This is dope. I'm excited to have him be in chill mode." But then as it was going, I was like, "No, this still is popping. This still is moving.
Mm.
It's just casual. It's a little more casual, conversational.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, which is dope.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What Gavin did you listen to, Kay, to research Gibson?
So
Books
I
of Kay?
listened to the album before was Scrolling to
Scrolling
Doom,
through
Doom scrolling. Yeah.
Doom,
scrolling through the doom, yeah.
Scrolling to the Doom, and then I listened to
With
this one.
Lou. Shout out Lou.
Yes.
How did you
Now,
hear the differences between those two with Luke?
in terms of the production, and I did want to ask, what was the overlap of those projects?
Yeah, yeah. They were actually made at very similar times, but
Okay.
like probably started similar times and then well actually I think I started with Scrolling Through the Doom a few months before I started with this, and then I kind of kept switching between the two, whatever wherever I felt my head was. I think
And
the
what?
intention with
Yeah.
Scrolling Through the Doom was a bit different for
Yes.
me. I was trying to and just the production is so much different from Jesse's. And
Yes.
I mean, I love both styles, but it's just like it's very different, and it allows a different side of me to kind of come out. And with that album, I was a bit more like I wouldn't say like kind of like I was trying to get across like a point about, maybe very loosely, but I was trying to get across a point about like uh just how like just what the title is saying, like how easy it is now to just like get lost in this like parasocial
Mm,
world of Hull, and what that makes you kind of feel like. Again, it's still very introspective album in a lot of ways, but it's more so like what this like addiction to like this like it's like the negative side of this addiction to this ever connected world, where now you're watching people die on Twitter, which is a good it's I mean, it's good that you're aware of this shit, uh but it's like it's kind of just that album's more just like a reflection of, I guess, where
yeah.
we're at, where it's like, yeah, like you in this parasocial world, and it's like you're watching all these real-time consequences and all this real-time shit from like a scale of like kind of fucked up to incredibly fucked up, and what that
Mm.
does to me. And this one was just more of like a more of like a Jungian deep dive into like I think of it like a trip, like a psychedelic trip, like just like
Yeah.
letting my unconscious take charge and
So when
seeing.
you're like working on both of those projects that are pretty different, how do you like organize? Okay, this thought is for this project, or this thought's for this project. Like, how does that? How does the sorting of ideas work?
Oh, man, I don't know. um, I'm all
It's
over the place, to be
being a
honest with you.
rapper is like you're a very obviously smart person, but you're also like an incredibly stupid person too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I don't
like
know. It's just
people will be like, "How did you figure out this? Like, what was?" And you'll be like, "I don't know if I did."
yeah, no, for sure.
I,
Yeah, man. That is the truth.
I was
That's the
just
truth
about
for
to say,
sure.
like, after you're done, it's like the hangover wake up scene.
Yeah,
You
Yeah, yeah,
wake up
yeah,
and there's a
yeah.
tiger
yeah,
in
yeah, for sure.
handcuffs, and you're like, what happened? And then you have to figure it out. So I think like the process you're talking about, Kay, happens after you're done. You
Yeah, yeah.
do the song, but then
Obviously,
there's
like
like, where's this go?
the, I would kind of like in the same like breath, like if I'm working on the Jesse album for a while, and then I switch to the project with Lou. The beats are so different that they just take me to a different place, naturally, a lot of the times, and then like so it's not as difficult because I'm not really necessarily writing a song for this project and then a song for that project and then a song for this project. I'm doing it like a few year and then I'll be breaking from that project and then I'll be doing a few year.
Mm.
So it's easier to kind of like stay where I want to be, um, writing wise and not feel all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Chase the moods. That's a good deal. The
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's great. Okay, good. Let's talk runs.
Yeah,
Give me some runs, some standout songs. Where did you?
man. My run would be. I think the album really unlocked for me at Fauna Song.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Fauna Song, A Parable of the Sower, Where Do I Go, and then The Ritual of Art. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think
Wow.
Fauna Song is really when things, uh, because I mean, if I understand, if I remember it correctly, Fauna Song was like the first hook you had on the album, right? Was that the first
And
one with hooks?
could be. I think so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and so that's when I was like, okay, that's when it really started to click for me.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. You're right.
Oh
You're right.
yeah.
That is the first
Oh
one with
yeah.
the hook. Yeah.
Yeah, Where Do I Go is my favorite moment, I think individually. On the it's just so it's so cool. It's
Yeah.
I love when you have a rapping ass rap album with serious issues going on, and then in the middle of it, we're kind of drifting and singing and in this kind of
Yeah,
psychedelic way. We're like it's just this cool. It, it's it's not an interlude, but it feels
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
definitely kind of an interlude, but I had interlude in it initially, and then I took it away. I was like, no, it's a song.
Because you have to factor that shit in.
Listen to
Like
me
Yeah.
sing.
you have to
Yeah.
factor that shit. Slumbers is on my WhatsApp. Like we gotta we gotta let the audience breathe a little bit. If we're gonna hit them
Yeah,
this hard,
no,
Hmm.
we
for
gotta
sure,
let
for
them
sure, for
breathe.
sure.
And how do you
And
do
I
that?
think,
How do you build
yeah,
that
I
in?
think that was
Yeah.
kind of my intention. I think when Jesse sent the beat, you mentioned something like this could be good for an interlude type of thing, and that kind of
Hmm.
already like sent my headspace in the idea of like, okay, that's a good idea. It's a good way to let people breathe as well. And then I just kind of tried to capture like what's happening here. It's literally it's just like me like going where do I go when I'm in my head and then like
Hmm.
throwing in a couple of the colorful dreamlike stuff I see and like kind of in the background you just hear me going I'm in my head I'm in my head I'm in my head I'm in my head and it's just like yeah it's just meant to be like this brief like pause of like this guy sitting back looking at the sky, being like, "Oh shit, where am I? Where am I going now? Where am I about to
Hmm.
go?" And then reflecting on
Mm.
that, you could go anywhere, man. Like inside your head is, I mean, you talk about an infinite universe. Like
Right.
there's a
Right.
lot of stuff you can see inside of your head under the right circumstances.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like that cool cigarette outside the jazz club
Hmm.
song, sound of just like it's 3 a.m. and you're still at the jazz club and
Hmm.
it's, um, and everything's kind of flooding to you at once, but it's like this
Yeah.
kind of terrifying stillness.
Hmm. So kind of like, how did the album sequencing go? When did you guys? What part of the
That's a
process did
good point.
you sequence the album?
I kind of just did that once I kind of knew that I had enough songs.
Hmm.
I had like ideas of like I think Jesse had mentioned that Charlotte's Web could be a good intro beat, so I had that in mind as the intro song. I knew that I wanted the song with Jesse to be close to like around halfway through the album, I feel like that song, like especially coming in after Where Do I Go, it's like okay, we're kicking back into gear in like a really like listen to us rap kind of way,
Mm.
because I feel like we really both kind of go off in that song, and people seem to like it a lot. So I knew I wanted that to be around there. Um, I think I struggled the most with where I wanted the album to end, on what kind
Mm,
of note I
Mhm.
wanted it to end. Um,
It's always a
and
tough
then
decision.
yeah, yeah, and sometimes I lean towards like a slower, more somber thing, or like something in that direction. But something about that garden dance song, it was like it felt like I was like, okay, this I can like really like rap a lot. I can get really fun with it, and I can be really like I can be like dark while I'm being fun with it.
mm,
Mhm.
Like I'm rapping about the most ridiculous shit in that verse. I'm talking about like flirting with the goddess of death and purgatory stitched in a skirt. Could have gone better. It could have gone worse. It's like these stupid ass thoughts like that, but
Yeah.
it's like
So
the
sick.
funnest type of rap to me. And then it ends with this like one of my favorite clips from Flight of the Conchords, where he's just talking about like two guys at the
mm,
bottom, all the way to the bottom. And I think that's like such like a it's like a funny idea, because it's like, well, like even like because it's like, even if that's like the be all and end all of this like making rap music thing,
mm,
like I just went through everything that like how the like everything I just did is so valuable in its own right, that where this goes from here doesn't really make it more or less valuable to me.
Mm,
mm.
And that's why, like,
absolutely.
it's a funny clip. It's a realistic clip. I think it's from one of
Yeah,
my favorite shows, and I just think it's like, you're like, yeah, like it just doesn't need to go anywhere. I will always love this. It's like the best thing in the world, and it's fun, and I can laugh at myself, and I can be like I find rap is like the funnest way to be, what's the word, like self-deprecating, like to like
Yeah.
really like make fun of yourself in a lot of ways, and like uh like you can be serious without being too serious, with
yeah.
the rap.
Hmm. Hmm.
As a
Absolutely.
as the Flight of the Concords aside here, because I'm a huge Flight of the Concords person. I always think about the connectivity between Flight of the Concords and Key and Peele. That like of just the personalities, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Jordan Peele is the like kind of mastermind behind the scenes. Key is the performer. Keegan Michael Key is the out and out performer. Jermaine and Brett. Jermaine was clearly the performer guy, and
Mm-hmm.
Brett was clearly the master hot mind behind the scenes guy. Um, and you know, Brett goes on to win like an Oscar for writing that Muppet.
Yeah, yeah, for the Muppets, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then like, and by the way, I don't know if you've heard Brett's solo albums.
I listened to the last one he released.
They're
It was good.
good.
It was good, yeah.
They're good. They're good albums. He does non-joke. He just makes songs now. It's great.
Yeah.
And Jermaine has always been a great performer, but I always think about that as an interesting dynamic between those guys.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, it's it sounds like Garden Dance became a bit of a mission statement for the darkness and the lightness of the tone,
Hmm.
over
Hmm.
the course of it, which is dope.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's the that yin yang, two fish swimming in a circle, light and
Hmm.
dark, every
Yep.
cliche Buddhist thing you can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Letting go, suffering is
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
all of that.
necessary,
Hmm.
detachment,
Mhm.
connection to something higher than ourselves. But it's all like, you end up coming back to all this shit. You kind of don't have a choice but
Right.
to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back
And I
to a
think
lot of these
like
like tenets of life.
yeah, like one of
Yeah.
the last things I say on the album is like, what you know about the whole thing? Nothing. Just like me, dog. And it's kind of just like you go through the motion, and then eventually you just kind of have to be like, well, you just gotta you just need to accept that we along for the ride, and this is gonna go so many different ways,
Yeah,
and
it's gonna
you
go how it's
at
gonna
no
go.
point or there's so many like things that we're gonna have to come to terms with never being fully understanding.
Hmm.
Like so many things in life where people use terms and that's basically just the term for like that you use as like this like this unknown whatever it is that might exist that's like outside of it, whether it be like a religion or whatever. It's just yeah, there's you're gonna always come back to just needing to be like, look, I don't really know shit. Obviously there's certain things that we should know, like don't fuck with ice agents and
Right, right,
they
right,
should all
right,
die and stuff like that. And you know,
right,
I mean, there's still a material reality that exists where people have to, where choices have
right.
to be made.
Yeah, you have a
But when you're trying to
responsibility to
think
be
about
there.
these like larger answers to the universe, sometimes you just have to come back to, I don't know.
Right, and you don't want to like sometimes smart rappers, their audiences will be like, "You're so smart, you're my leader now." And it's like, no, 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 relax, relax.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not
No, you
what
do
we should
not.
do
Not
here.
That
even
is
trying to
not
be
a
my
good.
own leader.
That's not a good. Yeah, I don't trust myself.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I've never really wanted to be the type of rapper that approaches music where I'm like because I feel like this conscious rapper, I don't even know what the label means anymore. I feel like it's just put on any rapper who comes in with like a very like you can be very generic in like trying to be conscious and trying to like get a message across like not to be a hater but like it's like sometimes like if you've heard like certain Logic songs it's like geez like you need to just dial it back a bit
Chill the
just
fuck
like
out.
well,
yeah
yeah.
just
There's
like
and I learned about this listening to Talib Kweli, who when Black Star came out was one of my favorites, and then
yeah yeah.
over the course of time, I was like, oh, like it doesn't matter how good and smart you are. If the way you approach people is professorial, they're going to tune you out.
Yeah, nobody wants to be told what
True.
to do when they're like
Hell no.
listening to music. And I feel
So,
like some people approach it that way. It's like,
right, right.
don't, okay, it's a stupid example, but like being like
They're trying to sell you
approaching
something.
it, yeah, approaching a topic as complex as like drugs and being like, don't do drugs. That's like a real, like, I'm not, like, I mean, I know there's not, I'm sure there's not that many rappers still doing that, but like, as an example, like, there's like,
Yeah,
that's like the type of like content that like a lot of people would assume is like conscious. You know what I mean?
yeah.
When it's actually
Yeah.
like very surface level
Like,
thinking.
but yeah,
Holier
Like
and
than
that's
yeah.
thou,
that's the
moral
whole reason this
righteousness.
heaven sent thing blew up.
I was thinking of
The
the exact
whole
same
reason.
thing
It's the
now.
whole reason the
They
heaven sent
mar
thing blew
then
up.
Yeah.
yeah,
We're just like
they marched for him, I saw.
as an
Yeah.
audience, we
People do not like being told what to do. That's really what it
Yeah.
comes back to.
Yeah,
I hate it. I hate when
definitely.
people tell me what to do, and I
Yeah,
always like
same.
maladaptive behavior. Be damned. I'm like I'm gonna do the opposite of what you're telling me to do.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my thing is your audience had a long day. To keep that shit in
Yeah.
mind. Your audience had a
Yeah, for
long day.
sure. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be lectured right now.
They've been through a lot of
Um,
shit, and they don't want you punking them with some weirdo shit. You
Yeah.
know, they
They want to step out of they want a piece of what you're doing. Like they want to go into the fucking garden dance. You
right.
know,
yeah,
like
exactly.
they want to step out of
Exactly.
reality with you. They want to go there. Take me there with you for a little while. Like I just
Mm-hmm.
got fucked up all day. I need a break. You know, and
And
it doesn't mean it
yeah,
has to be at this unhealthy escape. You can escape with intention and purpose and meaning, and that's awesome. You know, you can escape in
Mm-hmm.
these ways that don't have to be so concrete.
and to like I don't know why I'm thinking of Sufjan Stevens, but I'm thinking about it like just because Sufjan Stevens makes cripplingly sad music at times,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the
Um,
best.
but it's music that hears you. Like if you're
Mm,
fucked up and you're in a fucked up place and you dive into Sufjan Stevens, it might bring you off the ledge. Like it might keep you off the ledge. Um,
Yeah.
That's my one
It's
of my
like being
go-to.
heard because it's
Same.
like,
Yeah, being heard, being seen, right?
yeah.
yeah. So that's yeah, and that's different
And
than
track music.
yeah, that's different than Heaven Sent. That's different than this other stuff. So
It's just don't be preachy. Like there's so many ways to
Yeah.
write music
You
and
can preach without being preachy.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Just don't, yeah. Like I don't want to feel like it's just such a stupid way to approach your even if your intentions are good, it's gonna be counterintuitive to you at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
It's a lack of awareness and also an assumption that people are dumb. And
right.
a
Yeah,
lot of people
exactly.
are dumb, um, but a lot of people are not that dumb.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can feel artists starting to get insulated within their crew, within their circles, and you can feel how it affects their mood and what they do. And smart artists you can see are always kind of clicking in with new people and letting it feed them, letting it grow them, you know? Which, that's just some of that here. Shout out to Jesse for doing, what I mean? You could easily just wall yourself in and be Mr. Rhode Island, you know?
Hmm.
Uh, but I appreciate it. So, yeah. Kay, do you have anything else or
Oh no.
recommendation? Recommendation corner. So,
Oh shit. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Hate Island. Shout out to Hate Island. I didn't even know, man. Like I'm so in the Discord, they're like, "You got thanked 3 times," and I was like, "What happened?" And Teller put out this thank you list. Obviously, Teller had just been in the moment, frenetically, just writing people that he wanted to thank, and he wrote FME, and then like 10 names later, he's like
I saw
FME,
that, yeah. I saw
and
Hell
then
that.
yeah.
like
FME Dan.
20 names later, FME Dan, and I'm like, that's so cool to
That's
me.
awesome.
That's like because it was obvious. He's like, I gotta make sure, like, and that's dope. That's dope. Because
Shout out Taylor.
it's so fun to have other people as passionate about his music as I have been. Because
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, it was not always an easy sell. Um, so I'm excited, and I hope they take over the world. Um, the other
They're
one,
awesome.
shout out to one of my favorite rappers who ever lived is Nicholas F. Uh,
Oh yeah, he's hell yeah.
he just released an album called The Undisputed, and it's my kind of Nicholas F. It's fucking, it's all produced by him, and it's pretty much about how he's great at rapping. And I'm like, fucking go, let's fucking go. That's beautiful. It's great, and he has some wild bars on there. Um, you know, yeah, you say you rap clean, but your loofah's dirty. Like it's crazy. It was like saying crazy shit is so awesome. Nicholas F is great. Um,
So much fun to listen to.
so fun to listen to. I I will that in this life, my goal is to interview Nicholas F. I will haunt his team until we book him. I have the Trick Dice team. I know the email. I got the phone number. I'm gonna be on y'all. So
Inevitable.
inevitable, bro.
Hmm.
I'm
It is.
so the third one is Creature of Habit. Courtney Barnett.
Oh, nice.
I'm
That's a new album?
Yeah, just dropped on Friday. I'm
I gotta
not
check that out.
I'm not the world's biggest Courtney Barnett fan. I've always liked her writing, but I think her compositions are a little bit grungy, samey kind of thing sometimes.
Hmm. I
Um,
can see that.
but this, but I always respected her because I think she makes these anthemic rock songs about being introverted and not wanting to be around people, which is
Hmm.
not always easy to do and not something you hear all the time. So This album's really pretty. Has some really good kind of lush orchestrations that when you hear them, you're like, oh, this is about being scared to say hello to new people. Like this is, it's cool.
Cool.
It's a great good record, man. I would bump it a lot.
Good spring album.
Yeah, re-listenable, very re-listenable. So
Nice, nice.
I'm into it. That's kind of where I'm at. Gavin, what have you been bumping?
Honestly, lately I've just been listening to that Elucid Sid Bash
Oh,
mostly.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm recommending people to go listen to artists, I want everybody to go listen to my boy Master Kai. Uh,
Mhm.
go listen to some Slumber Logic, some Snot Nose Salim, some Trey
whew,
Dice, some Kosi,
yep.
some. I mean, there's so many people. Some. I shouldn't have started naming people because now I'm gonna forget people.
That's
But
why I never that's why I never do it. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck this up
but
and feel
yeah,
bad
yeah. There's
about
so
it
many.
later.
There's so many dope underappreciated artists.
Mhm.
Another South African dude, Jerry Pitboy, that I just came across, really dope rapper, producer, Permi Kwali, also South African, my dude, lounge singer, another South African, just really dope artists that need more eyes on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other
D-
than that, I've been listening to. I'm like obsessed with Dijon's music. I don't know if you listen to him at
yeah.
all, but
Dijon,
hmm
yep.
jeez,
hmm
he's like yeah. I really love him. His Absolutely album, and then his last one, Baby. It's also really good. So I listen to a ton of his music
That's awesome. And if you have anything super dope from the scene that you feel needs more exposure, you can always hit me with that. I always like
for
to be
sure, for
keyed into
sure.
different shit. So yeah. Jesse, what are you rocking with?
I got three. Have you ever heard of the UK rapper Trellion?
No.
No.
Oh, he's one of my favorites. He was on a fairly long hiatus. It's fucking so good and dark and creepy and beautiful. He put out an album when he put it out end of last year. It's called The Man Who Couldn't Die. Um, just like real slow, really badass production.
Mm.
Um, just very up my alley. I definitely recommend checking him out. It's some cool shit.
Yeah, I
Good,
just
like
found it on Bandcamp. It's Trellion. So
yes,
you
yep.
guys, yeah.
One of my favorites. Just like that slow flow, haunting shit. Um, then I've been really into the fucking Magnetic Fields album. What is it? 69 Love Songs.
Yeah.
I'm a big like seasonal music listener, so spring for me is a lot of like Built to Spill,
Mm.
like Old Modest Mouse, Magnetic Fields, kind of like Andy Schaaf, shit like cool, wacky singer-songwriter post-punk shit. And then my last recommendation, I'm gonna do a Rhode Island fucking shout out to my boy Joe Bruce, who's just so good. Just like another one of those, reminds me a lot of Gavin, actually. Somebody I grew up with. We've always kind of been peers rapping, Joe and I. He hasn't put out anything in a while, but he's like just around here. It's like he's just kind of the godfather. Like if he's putting something out, like everybody in the state is like, oh, awesome. It's like we know it's going to be fantastic, and he's great with visuals. Just like a very, I think all of you would really enjoy him. Just
Yeah.
like classic fucking
Mm.
bar out, but it surprises you a lot. And that album is called We're All Gonna Die Soon. Well, it's interesting. So the man who couldn't die, and then we're all gonna die soon.
There
Um,
you go.
but
There you go.
he's very
Yeah.
Rhode Island, like a lot of Rhode Island. I'm on there, a bunch of other Rhode Island artists. It's always like a reunification album when he drops. It's like, all right,
Yep.
let's get our jerseys back on and put something together cool. So
That's dope.
that's
Sick.
yeah,
That's
I
dope.
think you'd
Yeah.
really dig him. He's just like he's just a rapper. Like this, he's just great.
Yeah. The most New England story I could give you, Kay, about what happened this week, because I still got a fucking snowbank in my yard. You know what I mean? It's fucking bullshit out here.
Yeah.
And so yesterday, so the local ice cream shop opened again, and it's mostly an outdoor place, right? You go and you get your ice cream, you sit outside and you eat. Last night, 7:30 at night, it's 28 degrees.
It was cold.
There's a line. There's a line of people in the
Hell yeah.
dark getting ice cream and eating in the 28-degree cold night.
I think Gavin would love New England.
It's crazy.
The cold.
Cold. It's when it's nice, it's nice. Like today's like 50, right? It's gonna be
Yep.
60 tomorrow. Summer gets hot, but it's just
I have no idea
something
what these
about it.
degrees mean because we work with
Oh yeah.
Celsius, so this is just all like
It's all
like
different,
you
man.
guys are speaking a
Could
different
mean
language to
anything.
me. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to
I mean,
come
I
to
can
Gavin.
kind of take a
I'm
guess,
trying to
but
go to
yeah,
Gavin. Though. I'm not trying to.
yeah.
It's
Weather's
like
perfect, yeah.
it's like
But yeah.
temperature wise, it's like I can wear a light hoodie outside right now.
Mhm.
Yep.
I'm starting to be able to put away like the winter jacket.
The big coats.
Yeah,
The big
nice,
coats.
nice.
Yeah. We've
Does it snow
minimized the big
does
coats.
it snow at like all of you in winter?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we got fucking rocked this winter.
Yeah, rocks.
Rocked. Oh, I
I would
got
hate
40 inches, 40 inches of snow.
We
2
got
weeks
rocked in
ago.
April. Like it's
damn.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Damn. I've literally never seen snow in my life, like in
Oh,
real
that's
life.
wild.
Yeah.
It looks like
Crazy.
shit. It's fun when it's coming down, and then it's just fucking disgusting to look at afterwards. It turns brown. It's like an old fucking apple. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sick
a
of looking at
dirty
this shit.
snowball just in the middle of the fucking.
Ugh.
Get me out of this fucking place.
I'm like,
Um,
enough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to. Nah,
Yeah.
it just seems too cold.
Okay,
It can
do
be
you have
miserable, yeah.
what are your recommendations here?
I mean, so I checked out the project I checked out was the Golden Child Volume 1, which is August Fanon. Remember last time he was on, he
Yeah.
was talking about remixing projects, how that's one of his loves. So I think he remixed a lot of Nas songs off of.
Yeah. He and like
Mhm.
Illmatic shit.
Yes,
That's
yeah,
dope.
Crazy.
So sick. I need to fucking get
yeah.
that.
I'm gonna get to hear a New York State of Mind that's the August Fanon version. Like how fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dream.
that's so dope. So yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. Was it good?
Yes. It's interesting to hear reinterpretations of songs that are, I mean, Illmatic is, hell, that's almost like 25, 30 years old now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's songs on that he's reimagining in 2026. So
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's dope. That's awesome.
Yeah,
The,
I gotta listen to that.
yeah, Fanon's been crazy with it, with the remixes and all that. I'm still trying to pull Fanon in. We're me and Cam doing the Loud Records look back on the catalog.
Sure.
And I was like, we got to bring you in for one of these episodes, man.
That'd be
this will
sick.
fun. But yeah, thank you for everybody who subscribes to the Patreon. I'm claiming you on my taxes. I appreciate it. Follow Jesse the Tree. Follow Ratman Gavin. Follow $3 Pistol. Follow all these people, man. These are, I would say, don't get hung up on the status level of an artist, whether it's high or low. It's that stuff comes after, right? Prince was always great.
Yeah, sure.
They didn't always know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your ears to the
Great point.
ground.
What will tomorrow